What's good everybody, I'm birdyassassin and this is the Daily Drop for February 4th, 2021. Well, it seems these days if you're not a massive world-leading developer studio, someone's just going to buy you out. This has just happened to Gearbox Studios, the developer that's best known for the Borderlands series. They were brought out by the Embracer Group, which as you may know is the same Swedish company that owns THQ Nordic, Deka, Saber Interactive and Koch Media. The purchase includes plans to expand Gearbox by adding new studios, staff and even creating new brands. The initial purchase amount was $363 million, half of which was in cash, the other half in Embracer shares. There is also going to be a further $1 billion, in which $360 million of that will be shares and the rest in cash, if the Gearboxes are able to reach the agreed financial operations targets in the next 6 years. So it seems Randy Pitchford, who is actually staying on as the boss of Gearbox, has some work to do. Speaking of money, Valve has just been fined $4 million US over a Steam controller patent infringement with a third-party controller manufacturer Scuff. I mean, really, it's not a lot of money to Valve. That's what they make in like a day, or if that, probably an hour, let's face it. They own Steam. Scuff had received their patent for the reed side control surfaces back in 2013, and the very next year, Valve showed off their initial Steam controller demo at CES. Scuff did inform Valve that the Steam controller was in violation of their patent, but Valve decided that they were going to continue to infringe on the patent either way. Valve is now trying to argue the fact that the Steam controller didn't pick up any traction in the market and has been out of production for the past 2 years because of this. Therefore, they didn't prevent any of Scuff's revenue, and the brand actually grew to the point where they're now being acquired by Corsair. So do you think Valve should get off easily because Scuff is big enough to get bought out by Corsair? I mean, let's face it, as I said before, it's probably make that $4 million back in a day, if that. And finally, there has been a recent system update for the PlayStation 5 that fixes the PlayStation 4 disc installation bug. So if you didn't know, this bug actually caused the PlayStation 5 to install the PlayStation 4 version of a game from a disc without updating it, even if an update was available. Pretty much, if you had Assassin's Creed Valhalla on the PlayStation 4 and you put it into your brand new PS5, it would install the PlayStation 4 version of it, even though it's meant to be a free upgrade to the PlayStation 5 version. The bug actually got worse from there. Every time you wanted to put in your Assassin's Creed Valhalla disc for PS4 to play the PlayStation 5 version, because let's face it, that's the only way you owned it, it would actually try to reinstall the PlayStation 4 version of the game after you've got around the fact that it initially did this and got the PlayStation 5 version. But now that the bug's been fixed, you can put in your PlayStation 4 games with the free upgrade and actually get the PlayStation 5 version. Fancy that, you actually get what's advertised. But since everyone's in lockdown anyway, digital downloads have become so much more convenient, and let's face it, the different versions of the game are completely separate files, so you don't have this issue. And that's all we have time for today. Don't forget to go to gamerfield.com.au, use code birdyassassin to get 10% off your order. And please, if you like this video, don't forget to hit that like button and maybe even consider subscribing for daily updates. Until then, don't forget to stay safe and keep gaming. I'll see you next time.